So you want to make money. You're someone who's passionate about a specific thing, right? Let's say you're someone who wants to get outside the norm, right? Now, what I mean by that is there's two different type of people. People who follow passion and people who follow money, right? Personally, I follow money over passion. But there's some people out there who follow passion. Let's say you want to be an athlete. Therefore, you put in hard work and dedication towards that passion, and then you go somewhere with it. Now, let's say you're the different type of person. Let's say you want to just work a normal 9-to-5 job, and that is totally fine, except for the fact that you're in the norm. But let's say you're a different person. Let's say you're outside of the norm. Let's say you want to start that side hustle that you see online. You watch a YouTube video. It's easy to make 10K in a month right now, perfectly fine in 1 hour, right? So you start taking your note. You start putting in that hard work and that dedication, and you spend time. You spend 3 days taking down notes. Now you have your notes. Now you put it into action, right? 3 days later pass, and now you're a little confused why you're not making that 10K that you were promised by that YouTube guru. Let me tell you the exact reason why. It's because with your mind, you're born with something, right? You're born with a specific programming. That programming is much different than what you understand at the current moment, because you were programmed your whole 15 years, 17 years, 20 years, 30 years, however old you are right now. You were programmed since the beginning of your childhood. You were programmed to listen and to understand, and to teachers are your higher up, so now you have to follow that. That is totally fine. But if you're trying to be outside the norm, you have to get outside of the norm. You have to be unnormal. You have to be that alien. You have to be that extraterrestrial. You have to be someone who, when people look at you, you're weird. You're a different type of person. And what I mean by that is that you have your notes, you have your action, you're putting it into action, you're spend a month on it, right? You see a quick small result, maybe 15, 20 bucks, maybe $100, maybe $1,000, however many amount of money you want, right? But then you look at it at a different POV. You say, okay, I watched this YouTube, I put in the dedication, I spent 8 hours a day. Why is nothing showing? Why is nothing showing? And maybe it's because you're in a saturated market. Maybe it's because you're discovering something new that no one else has done, and maybe you're just testing the waters, right? But it's much different than that. My mind is living in the future when your mind is living in the present. Now everyone talks about not living in the future, and not living in the past, and to live actually in the present. But actually what I'm talking about is you have to have an advanced mind. Your advanced mind is different from what the programming is talking to you about. The AI is the new method of making money. But I'm not talking about becoming a robot. I'm not talking about becoming someone who is intelligently smart. I'm not talking about these fucking weirdos online. I'm talking about someone else. I'm talking about a difference in your life. Now let me just go a little bit in depth into this. Obviously, you're not going to develop iron mind. You're not going to develop that poker face that everyone, that specific top 1% have. That's because it takes years and years to dedicate that, right? For me, my personal self, I don't say that I am 100% confident that I have that exact poker face, that exact iron mind. I don't have it. I spent only a year practicing it, but I could see the plus into it. Now let me go a little bit more in depth into that. So you start something, whether it be a side hustle or business or something out of the norm, right? You're seeing your dedication, you're wondering what is happening, something's going wrong, and you give up. Okay. You give up. Perfect. Now get off the video because you gave up. You gave up on yourself. Now give up on this video. Now for the people that don't give up on their business, you're going to listen and you're going to understand that one of my tips is going to just accelerate what you're doing currently right now. Let's say you're working on a business and you have this goal in your life and you're just stressing about this goal. You're angry why you're not achieving it, why you're not seeing progress. The reason why is because you're forcing yourself to do something that your mind doesn't want to do, your emotions don't want to do. Now, there's all these people online saying, do what you don't want to do and you'll see improvement. That's very true, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying you're going to see more results if you do stuff at your own will. Let's say randomly I want to start coding. I'm doing coding to make money. I'm doing coding for something that is not having to exist with coding. I'm doing it every single day, being consistent, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that worked, but it's also you're going to have a terrible life because you're being consistent doing something you don't want to do, but you're just doing it because you know it makes a lot of money. So how about this? How about I say this? How about you just do coding whenever you want to do coding? And let's say you just do it an hour a day, 30 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day, 5 minutes a day, 0 minutes a day. I don't give a fuck. You just do it whenever you fucking want. It's gonna take longer. Yes, it's gonna take longer, but you're more happy with your life and you're gonna learn a lot more. Now shit's gonna start flowing into your life. You first start coding, then you first start reading, then you start working out, then you start researching, now you start networking. Now you're just so in depth into coding. Now you actually have that passion for coding and you're getting money. Something you've never heard of. The key to success is not inside of the YouTube videos or the Instagram reels or the TikToks you watch or what the teachers tell you. It's inside of my mind. I have the key, but I won't give it to you. The reason why is because it doesn't come from the words that you hear out of someone's mouth. It comes through personal life experiences. I can't give you the key to success. I can't tell you the way that you're going to get to this goal is by listening to what I have to say. That is completely incorrect. And if anyone who says it says that is correct, they're just bullshitting you. Let's just be honest. They're just bullshitting you, because what you're going to imply from scrawny white dude with a bald head, he might be right, but he might not be right. And if you don't think he's right, then click off the video. Why are you watching it? Why are you wasting your time? It's simple as that, right? But just do this, right? Just take a little bit time out of your day and spend it into something that you want to do. Let's say it's coding. Let's say it's video editing. Let's say it's video filming. Let's say it's graphic design. Whatever it might be, just do a little bit. Have some fun with it. Fuck it. Fuck around and find out, right? When you're driving and you press the brake, imagine that as you're giving up. You're working on your work and you just stop. You gave up. Simple as that. But imagine you're driving, gas on the pedal, and then you release the gas. Your car is just going in an idle forward motion. That is what I'm talking about. Live your life in that idle forward motion, because you're not stopping, you're not going super fast, but you're just progressing slowly upward, just like a stock market, just like any market in the whole entire world. Oh, you found a method. You found new cheese that you're gonna use. Use it. Use the method that I'm saying and see if it helps. If it doesn't help, well, oh well, you just wasted 5 minutes of your life. If not, 5 minutes is not that much. And if you have questions, feel free to comment, and then I'll try to reply, or I'll make another video, part 2 about it.